Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to my channel. This is Pick 3 Kansas here, and today I'm going to be going over the numbers to play for April Fool's Day, which will be tomorrow, Wednesday, April 1st. Date code 5, 4 plus 1, 4, 1, 5. And also the April numbers, and I'm going to go into the April numbers a little bit more than I did with the March numbers. So anyways, let's go ahead and get started. So for the evening on Tuesday, March 31st, we got 954. So 954 just came. We're trying to decide what the next day's midday draw numbers could possibly be. So that's why we're using this evening for this date. Pardon me if there's any noise. I do have a little puppy running around. So anyway, we got the 317 rundown here. And everyone, I'm assuming, unless if you're brand new, all you do is you add each digit to 7 as you go all the way down until you get back to 954. So I got some colored pins here. So the reason why I've got the 5 circled in red is because that's the date code. So what we want to do is we want to either use this 5 with our combinations that we're choosing to play, or we want to use numbers that are around it. And what I personally like to do is look for ones that are that are showing multiple times. So like that's why I've got the 416 circled here in blue, and as well as here. 416 would be, a possibility. Here in Kansas, we can play it as an exact order, which it would have to fall exactly like that to win, and that would be a $500 win. Or you can choose any order, and if you all you have to do with an any order is just have these 3 digits come out and in any of their permutations, or whatever you call it, the order in which they fall. So Lola Bean, stop that. Hey. Okay, so that's why I haven't kind of made a video in a while. I've been dealing with a little one. Her name's Lola. So back to the work here. So I know that here in Kansas we are due for a triple. So I've got the 888 and the 333, which obviously when you do a 317 rundown, you'll always have, your mirrors. So if the mirror of 5 is 0, the mirror of 7 is 2, the mirror of 8 is 3. And so that's why I've got those ones. So and then I also just picked some, like as I normally would, and those are the ones that are in black here. So I just kind of like, I like that number, it feels good to me. 261, 409, I like that. I like 409, and I also like 709. And what do we have here? 70. I don't know if they're in here more than once. I just personally like them, and so I chose those numbers as well. And so that will be the numbers that I am predicting, and we will see. If you haven't watched or have seen any of my videos previously, you know that the 317 is like one of the best ways when you do it like this to contain the next day's winning numbers touching. However, it could be like for an example would be like 929 or 540. You know what I mean? And so I also kind of was thinking of a way to help you guys. So, I have a lot of people a few times that have asked me to do their state. And what the best thing that you can honestly do if you want to win the Pick 3 lottery is to get a notebook and start writing down every day however you want to chart and graph or record. You need to do that. And so that way, as you go along, and it takes a lot of it takes work, it takes dedication. I started doing it on January 2nd of this year, and I've done it every single day. And if I missed a day for any reason, I would catch back up, just because I want to see what numbers are hitting. And after doing that for a while, you'll kind of get the hang of seeing, and I have some other ideas. I don't know where I put my card at. Let me check here. So kind of like another thing that you can kind of do to go even further, just to go further, see how this workout could be hitting or working for you, because it may not be working for whatever numbers, I don't know, because I don't live there and I don't know what numbers have came out for you. I'm just stating that for Kansas, and I've also done a lot of, other places, even other countries, like the Philippines, which is, I forget if I don't know how to pronounce it, but like Veritas that's like their pick 3 lottery there. And so I just do that because I really enjoy, just kind of seeing what works and what doesn't. And I just get curious of what numbers are falling for other people around the planet. I think it's interesting. So my card dealio here, I just got like one of them cards you get at the store to choose your paint, like a paint color. And then I think I cut this one to the size of a different notebook I have, but one of the things you can do to help you out, and I thought this was interesting, and I've only done it a few times, but so you have your rundown here, right? So what you would do is it's either your choice. You can start, sometimes the numbers that do come out will play off of this 317. So I personally have always included it. And it does add 3 more digits, which there already is a ton there's a lot here already, There's many possible combinations here. I'm not exactly sure how many. I'm sure that somebody that knows math better than I can figure that out. But another way that you can do it is, I've shown you previously where I did the highlighting, so I highlighted in blocks. Let's see here. I can find you. So another way that you can kind of figure out what patterns are working for you. Okay. So I've ended up with a lot of randoms. So something like, okay, so see how like for this day, and I know I wrote in pencil here, so it's probably hard to see here, but you can see, like, at least you can kind of see, I can tell you this was February 25th, and for February 25th, the midday number that came out was 748, and the evening number that came out was 789. I know that because I've got my M and my E, and I've got the date written, and I've got the numbers right underneath the 317 to do the rundown. So basically, it depends on how you want to do it, or what. I know some places have a lot more, like maybe 3 or 4 pick 3 draws a day, but I thought it was interesting. So the ones that do not, like, okay, as you can see, the next number 789, that was right here. It was here a few times. You could choose that by touching all these, and this is the shape. So got 789, 789, and I don't know why. Oh, not 789. Craziness. So, and then the next day, 789, you got this here. I count 5 up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I use 5, 6, and 7 as a hot zone. It's just something I kind of picked up along the way that I personally do. But so this would be my hot zone. So when I was playing, I would most likely choose numbers out of here. And this was before I even started really paying attention to my date codes. So that's why I don't have the date code noted here. But if you wanted, you could, use colored pencil or pen and use a certain color for your date codes if you want to be really organized with it. But basically, this is just like kind of Tetris-y looking. See, so all the pink highlights are the shapes of the patterns of the winning combinations. And if you notice, there's only one that doesn't have, any design on it. That means that the numbers that fell after this, the numbers that came from 796, were not touching in this rundown. But most of the time, as you can see, they are. This one isn't. So that's twice. This one isn't. Actually, this is a tic-tac-toe. So anyways, I can tell you right now that 9 times out of 10, the winning numbers will be in there somewhere and they'll be touching. So I just wanted to share that with you. I know I got a little off track there, my bad. So the April numbers that I chose, I've got listed right here. I kind of messed up. I did it twice, and I don't know where I put my card. It's hiding from me. Anyways, I made a card that was similar to this, and that way I could go over and show you like kind of what you could do. Oh, and what I was going to show you, another thing, you could also, if you wanted to do an easier way, you can either, depending on whether you start with the 317 or not, you can just start wherever you want and do like A, go down one row, B, C, D, and just keep doing that all the way down. I think you end up with like H or I think is the last one, depending on how you do it. And you can just make a note of that, you know what I mean, to the side. Like if the numbers that come next was like 2, 3, 6, you know what I mean, you would just, count down however you're doing it. Like that would be, let's say, just for an example, that would be H, and just make a note of that and just be like, put a H, so that way you have reference to what's been going on with your specific location. Not that I don't mind doing numbers for others. I guess I have gotten some people a couple of hits, but that was just me basically choosing correctly, because there's a lot of different options to choose from, and it's a little bit more difficult. I personally think I guess I should just be a little bit more confident, but if I was to have been doing your state for a while, I would be a lot more confident on which combinations I chose. But anyways, so I kind of messed up on this a little bit. This is kind of like when I first started it. So basically this right here is the exact same as this right here. This one's just bigger. So, and then these are the numbers again down here that I just thought stood out kind of. So I also wanted to note, so I did 040 because we've got April, we've got 420. So that would be another way if you want, depending on how you do it. The reason why I would just did the same thing that I did with March numbers, because with my March rundown you saw in previous videos, there was just hit after hit, only 2 or I think 3 in total exact hits, and then maybe 2 or 3 any order hits. So anybody that was playing on the March numbers, congratulations if you won. I know I did. My 174 came out, and that was the day that my Mochi passed away, but it's kind of odd how that happened. But I did hit that jackpot finally, my 174. Actually, you know what, I shared that video with you. I actually completely forgot that I shared that, and that was right when everything was happened. So that video might have been before. I can't remember. I've probably before. Anyways, I really miss her. So she was my baby. So we got 761, 359, 123, 920, 739, 119, 586, 908, 902, 981, 685, 287, 581, 582, 585, 056, 341, 298. Man, I must have been filling them 8s and 5s. A lot of the 8s, but that's because I don't even know. 8's my lucky number, but that's not necessarily why. The way that I chose all these numbers is I kind of did what I just told you. I've got my date code circled here, which I ended up with 4. And you could do this 317 rundown. You can choose 040. I was thinking you could also do 420 even. I know those are different numbers. You would have a different, you would have different digits compared to if you use the 040. And I think that would be a good thing to try out too after a first you know, a couple the sets come out, just kind of see if it's working better with whichever one, and then go through and choose which numbers you want to choose out of there. Because I'm telling you, I mean, I guess I could show you. It's just it turned out being kind of messy, but I could show you the numbers for my March that were hitting. And I don't know where I put that exact paper, but like the March numbers that I shared, you know, these orange ones here were exact hits. I'm missing one on here. Oh, I didn't put 174 here, but I did play that number on that day, which was, I'm pretty certain, the 19th. Anyways, let me see here. Okay, so this is kind of messy, and I quit doing it. I kind of gave up because it was just getting crazy. But I've got all the different highlighted numbers here and where they were falling, you know what I mean? So you got the pyramid, or the pyramid, I call it. You've got the sideways pyramid, or what would that be? It's less than, greater than. You can do that, you know, either way. Of course, you'll have your up and downs. You'll have your left to rights if you're good, you know. If that happens, we had 109 here, 961, which fell 169. You know, then you want to look at your doubles, because doubles are going to happen inevitably, you know. 882, that one hit right there, you know. And these weren't necessarily all the numbers that I chose, because like you can see here, you know, these numbers here, I was like one digit off on a lot of them. But anyways, I just wanted to share with you, you know, for those that haven't watched the previous video, or just to refresh everyone else's memory on how to do the rundown, and also what your options are as far as doing it for your April numbers. So, I mean, these are just the numbers that I'm choosing to share, and I do that because I want to help everyone else, you know, kind of get the feel of, you know, but I really want you to choose, you know, what numbers look good to you. Don't necessarily always play off of mine. There's a good chance that these will be hitting in other states for sure. You know, that's just from judging off of February and March. So I noticed that a lot of the times the numbers that I choose will be falling, maybe not in the exact order, but still those three numbers will fall in other places. So, sorry if you can hear the dog barking in the background. That's my mom's English Mastiff. But anyways, I want to thank everyone that's new to my channel, or thank you for watching my video. I really appreciate it. I definitely feel like this video is a little, you know, it's the first one I've done in a couple weeks, just because of life experiences. But anyways, thank you very much. If you're not subscribed already, maybe you could hit that subscribe button, maybe the thumbs up, I don't know. But again, I want to wish everyone good luck. We've got our April numbers here. You should all be good to go. And as always, happy number picking. Goodbye.